Alright, so I kind of already got working here, but I figured, hey, may as well film this. Sorry about the noise, I'm standing on my sheet metal right now. But this is a cart I've picked up from Princess Auto. I'll just show you which one it is here. Blacksmith adjustable work table with drawer. It's just a single drawer. They're on the half here. So, it's nice. I bought it because I knew I was going to modify it. I got it really cheap. It was like 40 bucks. Regular like 70 something. So what we're doing here, I've got some of this really thin sheet metal, and we are going to weld in dividers so that we can use it for our electrical drawer. Then we're going to put air-filled tires on it, and then we're going to mount the welder over here, probably right across this. Well, I'll probably put it through the middle here, just because then I don't have to worry about tire interference with it. So I can do that today, and then I'll pick up wheels probably on the weekend for it. But so all we got here is, these are 2 inches tall with a 1-inch lip. It's just bent to the 90, just under 12 inches long. So all that'll be is it'll sit right there. Toss a couple of tacks on it, that's good enough. And then I'll put another one up front here, and then dividers. So this is about 12 inches wide and 13.5 inches long. So with that, we'll have all the nice little compartments so we can run all of our different kinds of fittings in a straight line. So that all of our small, our 22 to 16 gauge will be in one section. All of our 16 to 14s will be in another. All of our 12 to 10s will be in another. That way it's all nice and organized. All I do is I grab this cart, roll it outside, and I can go start working. That way the welder's on there. I'm going to do a wire rack on here. It'll be a piece of square tubing welded on here, and then another one coming down here, and then bars going through. I'm going to try threading them on the end. So all I do is I push them in and I spin them, and they lock themselves in, and they'll hold the wire reels on it, kind of like that guy right there, just a lot bigger. So either that, or I'll run it, well, I would like to run it down the whole side, but there's the adjusting knob there. And I mean, I could run it on this side and put the welder over here, then I'd have to mount the welder up here to give me tire clearance, because I still want to keep it relatively low because it is adjustable table height. So yeah, but if I were to, because I kind of want to like build a bucket for him so that it keeps this 3 inches of clearance on the bottom, because it's a 6-inch wheel that's going in there. So I'm not too sure yet. Maybe I will just build the welder to sit right on there, and that's just going to be on a 3/4 inch angle iron frame. For the wire rack, it'll be 1-inch square tubing, and then I've got some 3/32 rod or something to go through to hold it together. So I'm going to tack this bugger in place, and then catch up with you once I get this next one in, and then I'll show you what I'm doing for the dividers. Alrighty, so I've got this whole front section here welded in, but I decided I'm not going to do that back section, just because the only reason is it's too hard to get at. So we had to turn the welder all the way down to nothing. Still had the wire a little bit up, but just barely in it still. Still didn't really want to weld this stuff. You can see it was just kind of blowing through everything, but the shut that off now. But the wire itself, I don't know if this will come up on camera or not, is thicker than the sheet metal was. So that kind of made it quite difficult to weld, but I mean, it did the purpose. So sure, I could have drilled and pop riveted everything, but that sounded like too much work. So yeah, there's that now. I can cool down, but it still closes just fine. You can see it's full of slag there, but it's holding, so I can cool down now, and we can pull down the angle iron, put the sheet metal away now, pull down the angle iron, and start with their welder frame. You can see it is pretty, case of it is pretty small. This is titanium. It's from Harbor Freight in the States. I know there is a Miller or a Lincoln one that's the same that you can get at Canadian Tire, but this is a titanium Flux 125, and it works good. It's 110 only, only flux core, but it works pretty good. So, all right, so we got our cradle built here for the welder, and then we just ground out some spots here on the cart. So we'll just position that like so, and then weld it across here, and here, back here, and then over here, and then across the back of here. So that'll be that. Then it'll just be the wire rack wherever it is that I decide to put that. We'll see once that welder's placed there. There we go. So we got the cradle welded in there now. So it's just let her cool down, and then we can grab some spray paint, paint her black again, paint the drawer dividers black, and then I'm actually going to grab a there we go. So I just found a can of Flexi Dip. It's gray, so I just sprayed it. Went nuts. Didn't really care about how it coated. So yeah, we're all painted up here now. Oh, cool. There's some black on there. There we go. Now we can see. Yeah, I just used gray Flexi Dip and just kind of dumped it on. So it's coated. I'll probably hit it one more time here quick, but it's actually curing up fairly quick. But yeah, so it's all height adjustable still, and my welder will fit down there. So yeah, that'll be it for today. It's time to go cook me some chicken burgers.